Hey students, welcome to Module 5. If you haven't already, check out the midterm exam review that's in your lesson content folder. This link will bring you to a rather lengthy document, but it is helpful to do some studying. So, let me run through this. Under each of these bullet points, you'll see something that you should be able to do, right? This is an objective for the course. What I would recommend that you do is fill this out somewhat like a worksheet. And again, you don't have to. This is completely up to you. But I think students in the past have found that if you try to fill this in as much as you can and keep this with you while you study and then while you take the test, you'll do better. So you would, let's see, write your definition here. You kind of get the idea, right? So define those two words, write them here. List and describe the functions of blood, so transportation, etc. You get the idea. So it's a pretty lengthy document, as I said, but it's not only going to help you with your midterm, it will also help with your final exam, because the same material will be covered on the final as well. So keep that in mind. Another thing I wanted to point out for the upcoming week is the Module 6 case study. So again, we're a couple weeks out from this one, but there's two tips I wanted to point out. Here we go. For some reason, this little box shows up here. I'm not really sure why that shows up for some people and not others, but if your version looks like this, those little boxes should be a 2, the number 2 in a subscript. So PO2, that's referring to the partial pressure of oxygen, and then PCO2 is the partial pressure of carbon dioxide. So think about that as you're doing those questions. And I also wanted to point out at the end, you are asked to pick which bar, so which energy or snack bar is the healthiest. And I want to point out there's no right or wrong answer here. You just have to justify your answer. So do you think the bar with the least amount of fat is the healthiest? The different types of fat? Does that make something healthy or not healthy? Or does it have to do with carbohydrates or fiber? Again, no right or wrong answer in this last section, but you do have to tell me why you think that. Alright, that sounds nice and easy. The rest is pretty straightforward. If you have questions on that case study, let me know. Last thing I'll leave you with today is plagiarism. Don't do it. Plagiarism is when you copy or copy any source's material. And that could be intentional or not, right? The most common thing I see from students is using something like Course Hero. If you haven't found this yet, good. If you have, don't use it. There's a lot of wrong answers, first of all, so you don't want to use another student's work. And then also, it's cheating. So if you find a website like this, or there's several different kinds of them out there that have our assignments and they're uploaded with answers, just remember that 1, it's not a reliable source. You're going to have some wrong answers. And 2, it's really easy for me to find out if you're using it or not. So don't risk it. Use credible sources. Do your research. Remember that you're in school to learn, right? If you're just getting the answers and copying the answers from someone else, you are not proving to me or yourself that you understand the content. And that's my job, is to assess whether you understand the content that we're covering. So I just wanted to put that out there. I know these exist. Don't use them, and then we'll all be good to go. You will not receive credit for any answer that is completely copied from any source at all. So check out your feedback this week in your case studies, and if you have any questions about anything, of course, let me know. I'm here to help, and I hope that you have a great weekend, and good luck studying on that midterm. Thank you.